What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ThatGuyNamedJay checking back in for another video. And want to talk to you guys about an offer that I was given. First of all, before I get into this video, somebody told me that I need to say, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, man. You know what I'm saying? I be working hard trying to keep up with this type of content. I'm like probably one of the only or one of the few of local, regional, dedicated, whatever drivers who don't have a problem with being home and being a truck driver. You know, everybody else is OTR, OTR, OTR. And I'm one of the few that's repping, trying to be home with your family and still make money. So I mean, y'all gotta support. I mean, come on, can I get hit the subscribe, the bell, the like? I mean, yeah, I mean, sheesh. I'm doing my best to stay away from the drama. You know what I'm saying? Doing my best to stay away from the mess. Put out good quality videos about trucking. You know what I mean? Like, Lee, man. Hook a brother up. But anyways, if you've been following along with the last couple of videos in the past week to 2 weeks, you know, you've heard me talk about trying to shift from being regional to OTR. You heard me in a previous video explaining the differences between local, regional, and OTR as it pertains to the port. So when I first came to this company, I talked to my boss, and I told him, of course, I'm using boss because I don't want to go into detail about my position here. You know what I mean? So I just say boss just to generalize what that person is to me. If that offends you, I apologize. It doesn't offend me. I know my position. I know what I am. I know what I'm not. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just a word. You know what I mean? Anyways, so my boss told me, hey, look, man, I'm going to run you regional for right now. But if you are willing to go and do, you know, out for a couple of days throughout the week, I have a lot of guys who have turned down that type of freight because they want to be home every goddaughter up. They want to be home every day. So he was just talking about how he had turned down hundreds of contracts to do that type of freight. And I said, hey, man, I did that type of freight before with a previous company. I wouldn't mind doing that, you know, going out for a night, coming back home, and I'm cool with that, you know, whatever makes more money. And so he took that and he said, you know what, cool, I'm going to look into some contracts. I'm going to look into some opportunities and see what we can do. And I said, okay. Well, he came to me with an offer, I want to say about 2 days ago. And I don't know if I think it's just an opportunity that, you know, with him looking around, that just kind of came to him. And he called me and offered it to me. So without giving away too much information, I will say that it was a fuel hauling contract from a certain part of the year to another part of the year. So I'll just say from fall until spring, I would go get trained, and I would have to get my hazmat tank because I plan on getting that anyways. I still don't know why I haven't gotten it. Again, I've just been a general freight slave. Everybody always talk about a mega carrier slave. I've been a general freight slave, and again, what I've learned in these last couple of weeks to a month is that, you know, when you step out of that general freight box and you move into specialized and hauling different things, man, the money is like, just, you know what I mean, like just facts. It's not even close. You know what I mean? Which is so funny because just seeing, you know, general freight drivers argue back and forth, and then I talk to specialized drivers, and they're just like, man, all that shit trash. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock anyone, not to disrespect anyone's what they pull. I'm just telling you what I've learned. It's a joke. Relax. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so it's a fuel hauling situation. And as far as the money goes, it was a great deal of money. Great deal of money. I ain't gonna lie. The only problem, or not, I ain't gonna say a problem, but I would say you got the pros. I just told you all the pros: hauling fuel, specialized, a lot of money. The con would be that where the contract, it's like 3 different locations, where the contract would be based out of, I would only be driving about 100 to 140 miles in a day, but I would be based in a different state than where I live in Virginia. Okay, so what that would mean is that I would have to be gone from home. I think they said like 3 weeks at a time. I think he told me what the drivers are doing is that they go and they do it for 3 weeks and then they fly home. Okay. And of course, I was like, first thing I asked was like, hey man, is this the oil field? And then he was no, it's not the oil field. It's not the oil field. And I said, okay. It would be like I would be going from different like gas stations. He gave me the name of the gas. Was it Sunoco? I want to say it was a Sunoco contract, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But it started with an S for sure. But anyways, and he was like he was just trying to get together some drivers to send them to those locations. And I told him that I would have to think about it. And I do, because one of the things that me and my wife came together and talked about was that she really don't want me to go back OTR. And if I'm being honest, I really don't think I want to go OTR. I think I was willing to do it because I was unemployed for a while, and I was willing to do it just to get back in the truck. But to have an option between not having to do it and do it, I just really don't. It's 3 weeks, yeah, but it's just, I don't know, man. I just feel like if there's other situations or if there's something that I can do to make even close to that money and still be able to be home, once, twice, 3 times a week, I'd rather do that. You know what I mean? To be honest, this is June of 2019. I'll say what in the last like 14 months. Yeah, like 14 months, 16 months. In the last 16 months, I've pretty much been local or home, more, with the exception of maybe 2 months. So let me give you some backstory. February of 2018, I came local. My brother died. I decided I wanted to be around family more. Worked at NBI from February until like October. I think it was like September. It's like September. Left there because me and the wife came upon hard times. Thought that we were going to separate. So I went and got on an OTR truck for 2 months instead of getting my own spot. So, so I went and did that for 2 months. But after we, made up and all that, worked it out, came back and was working with Great Wad. And that's when I was doing the out one day, home the other day. When Great Wad fired me, I went to Hood. I was home every day. So really, the last 16 months, for with the exception of the 2 months, I've been local. So I've been home. So I've gotten so used to being home now. It's just like, people say it all the time, like, yo, you ain't built for OTR. I used to take offense to that, but honestly, I really don't think I'm built for it no more, if I'm being honest. And I take no offense to it. It don't strike no sensitive chords or nerves or nothing like that. It's the truth. I just don't think it's for me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I got a family. I got a 4-year-old son. I got I'm about to be 4 years married. I got a house. It's just like, I don't want to leave this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I had to, then boom, you got to do what you got to do. But, to have opportunity to stay here, still make decent money, and actually good money, depending on the contract, why should I leave? You feel what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, the money that could be offered or made on this fuel hauling contract, man, it ain't no chump change. I'll tell you that. I'll say that it's over $2,000 a week. I'll say that to the driver, over $2,000 a week. So it ain't no little bit of money. But at the same time, it's just like, nah, man. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I haven't given him an answer as of yet, but I really don't see me. I really don't see me taking it at this point, unless, you know, me and the old lady come into hard times and break up, which I seriously doubt that. Especially while we planning this big ass 5-year vow renewal for next year. That's gonna be some money. She ain't going nowhere. Yeah. But, you know, nah, all jokes to the left, like, I just don't see a realistic situation where that'll be the right thing to do. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It was offered, it was put on the table, and I just don't think that I'll take it. I'm just, you know, I'm just, as I'm talking to y'all, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, thinking in my head, I just don't see no reason why I would take it. But, hey, it is what it is. You never know what'll happen with me. You know what I mean? I flip-flop so much. So, but anyways, man, that's what it is. As always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. I'm going to go see what's going on with my goddaughter. God Family Trucking. Gone.